What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Steve back at it again, and today I'll be showing you guys my Summon Necro in Project Diablo 2 Season 6 and why I always choose Necro. I'm going to quickly go over some of the gear, skills, and playstyle and mercenary. So let's dive in. So for your items for Necromancer, as a Summoner Necro, you always want plus skills. So I'll quickly go over the items. We got the Arm of King Leorix, pretty self-explanatory. Gives a lot of skills to like raise skeleton, mages, mastery, and it also has a +1 slam. Shaco for the +3 to skills. Summon Necro Ami with a +1 slam, and it also has 29 strength. Very nice amulet. And we went with a Trang's armor with +1 skills. And why we use Trang's is because it already has at least 1 to Blood Warp, so you do not have to waste a skill point putting in the Blood Warp. Very helpful. For the gloves, we go with Grave Palms for the summoning skills, and Wisp Projector for the Heart of the Wolverine, Arachnid's Mesh for the +1 to skills. You can either use a BK or an SOJ here, totally up to you. It's just for the +1 to skills. For the boots, Marowaks. And for the shield, I went with Klon's Legacy for the Vigor. This also has a +1 skill slam. And the reason I went for the Vigor is because I'm using an Act 3 mark for prayer. Now, while I'm using the Act 3 mark, is because when you're blood warping a lot, you lose a lot of health. And what prayer does is it gives you a lot of health regen. So, I'm also going to go over the skills, and we're also using blood golems. With the blood golems on top of the prayer, you can do a lot of blood warping and not even have to worry about it. Now, just before I jump into the skills, also have a +2 skill Annie, Torch, and all the Grand Charms, summoning skills. All of them are 30+ life except for 2. And the other small charms are just res charms to make sure you get enough res and whatnot. Okay, let's dive into the skills. So, obviously, we max Skeleton Warriors, max Skeleton Mastery, max Mages, and max Archers. And then we went down the Golem tree, get at least 1 point in the Blood Golem, and then I maxed Golem Mastery. As you can see, I did not have to put a point in the Blood Warp for the Trang's armor. And we also put 1 point into Bone Armor, and 1 point into Desecrate to make the summoning a lot easier. And for Curses, we went 1 in Amplify Damage and 1 into Curse Mastery. Now I'll quickly go over the Mercenary. Since he's an Act 3 mark, we use a Beast in a Scepter. The Fanaticism Aura is great for your Skellies. Also went with a Teamite, only 7 aura, but still very helpful to your Skellies. That's it for the Mercenary. Is an Act 3 prayer mark. I'll quickly show you guys some gameplay. We'll maybe dive into a map. Alright, we're going to dive into a map. We're going to do Ashen Plains, 220 dense, 54% monster rarity, and that's pretty well it. No max life. Show you guys how well the Summon Necro does. Pretty easy build overall. Just make sure you keep your bone armor up and just telestop. See how I'm losing a lot of health, and it's getting regen pretty quick between my golems and my Act 3 Mercenary. Very strong build, especially towards the end game with a lot of +1 skills items. And you cast amp damage if you want to, it's totally up to you. Might speed up the gameplay sometimes, depending. Very good against strong enemies or enemies with physical resist. And this is why I play Summon Necro every season. Very strong. Just deletes enemy. Very tanky too. Especially after you get some lifer GCs. Now, there are some classes better with AoE because you cannot make your skellies attack the target you want them to attack. Unless you telestomp a certain target, that can help a lot. This class is also great for doing Ubers, Uber Tristram. It doesn't really stand a chance against D-Clone because D-Clone just one-shots all the skellies. But it can do all the content you need to do. Resist does not matter for a Summon Necro. There's nothing it can't do. Immunities do not matter. So it can clear like 95% of the content. It just can't do Rathma or D-Clone. Most maps, clear speeds, depending on how quick you go. The quicker you tele, usually, the quicker it's going to be. Most maps are between 8 to 12 minutes. As you can see, I'm hardly taking any damage. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is my new account, so subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!